this thing on? It's crooked. I guess. Technical difficulties. I'll shoot. Alright guys, welcome back to Crossthreadgarage. Today we got the Kentucky paint booth set up. We're going to start painting the bike. I'm going to lay down like 3 coats of primer on it. We're going to go from there. Alright, I'm going to time lapse all the painting more than likely. So, a lot of time lapse in this video. I'm not going to talk a lot because I'm just painting. That's it. Let's get to it. Now, a couple things I should point out real quick. When you're painting in your Kentucky paint booth that you set up, you want to make sure that you got the parts to your 1962 Willys right in your spray area. And then the kicker is you want to have your fan set up spraying right outside to where you got your daily driver sitting. That way you get primer and stuff all over the side of it as well. So I'm going to let this dry. We're going to come back, hit it with some 600. I'm not going to show you that because, well, Russ complained that he didn't want to watch me sand anymore. So, Russ, I'm not going to make you watch me sand. So I'm going to hit this with some 600, come back through, and we will lay down the silver metallic after that. How's that sound to y'all? Alright guys, so we are back. Got the Kentucky paint shop set up again. Show you what we got happening. Got the frame here. Everything's in primer. Rear section fenders, miscellaneous crap over there. We're going to lay down the silver on it today. Maybe, I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna have to look into that real quick. But anyway, I want to get the silver laid down. I'm kind of on a time crunch because I got some chicken cooking upstairs. I'm having some little bit of chicken parm tonight without the noodles. No noodles in this because my friend Russ pointed out to me that I'm getting fat. He said, I watched one of your videos. You're getting a little fat there, Jeff. Wow. Alright, thanks Russ. I'm now on a no carb diet.
Is butter a carb?
So, anyway, I'm going to get this going here in a second. I need to wipe it down a little bit more before I go spraying that silver on there. Another project I got going on right here at the moment, I'll show you real quick. So out here in my lovely yard, I'm starting on a shed. I don't know the placement of it yet though. I just kind of got the board set out here. I'm trying to figure that out as we go. It's going to just be a 10 by 10 shed. I got to get some stuff out of the garage. My plan is to eventually build over here. I would like to build a 20 by 30 garage. That'll be the permanent workspace. But as I don't have the money for that now, we're working with what we got. So I need to get lawn equipment and other equipment. I've got a bunch of HVAC equipment in here. I got to get that out of the garage into a storage shed that I don't have. Just joking with some friends of mine, and they actually may come on the show and help me build the thing. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. So anyway, yeah, I got to get some stuff moved out of here so I can really get cranking on the Willys. That's something I definitely want to get to sooner than later. You know, I posted a little one of those little, what do you call them? I don't know, anonymous message things on Instagram, and was like, hey, you know, you got any questions about what's going on with Crossthreadgarage or Piston? You know, my little kitty, Piston. He's our mascot. Anyway, and pretty sure it was my old buddy Paul who was asking about the Willys again. So the answer is, I'm going to start building the shed as I'm working on the Willys so I can get stuff out. It's going to be multiple things going on at one time. But yeah, so, and Mr. Paul Watson, he has got he's got a 51 Willys that he's working on, and it's really cool. I mean, you know, I love these old Willys wagons. So yeah, he's out in Camarillo, California, I believe it is. He has a shop. He does powder coating and sandblasting. Camarillo, is that right? I don't know. If I'm wrong, Paul, drop it in the comments, let me know. But yeah, check out his shop if you're out in that area and you're looking to get some sandblasting or powder coating done. I've seen the work he does. It's spectacular. It's called a perma coating. Perma coating. Like, I guess that would be short for a permanent coating. Anyway, I'm going to mix up some paint. I'm going to wipe this down real quick, and I'm going to spray this. Okay, so again, I'm using the which I guess I don't know if I tied in any of the video of me doing the tank, or not the tank, the cooler. I don't even know if I recorded any of that, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'll have to come back and see. But I'm using the Duplicolor metallic silver. It's great. It's ready to spray. You know, it's no mixing involved. Hopefully no spilling involved. But I really like this color. Daggone it, it is ready to spill on me. All right, well, I'm gonna get busy. I'll put you all on time lapse.
Baby, I'm bound to you, and I'm cursed in love, and I never will be free. But if there's one thing that I have learned, it's that the devil in you brings out the sinner in me.
So anyway, I got the first coat of the metallic silver down, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up as well as I'm seeing it, but you know, this is where the game changes. I mean, this is where your work starts to really come together, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to do a couple more coats tonight on this. I'm going to let it dry a little bit between coats. It's kind of humid out, so I'm going to give it a little bit more than the 15-minute flash time that it normally requires. Like I say, I got some chicken cooking upstairs. So we'll be back on this to do the clear coat. And you know, I was just thinking as I was spraying this, you know, I got some really cool subscribers out there. Really cool. I love the interaction with all my subscribers. And I completely forgot, and I do apologize, but Josh, hit me up if we are still doing your Harley. I have blanked. I apologize that I haven't gotten back to you on anything in the past week or so. But yeah, if you still want to do that, let me know, because I'm definitely down to still do that. It's going to be a really fun project, I think. So anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow for some clear coat and some metal flake. Sound good? All right. Howdy, y'all. We're back. We're mixing paint. Today we're going to work on dropping down. That's breaking up kind of weird. But we're gonna put the metal flake down. We're using the Duplicolor metallic clear, and then I'm going to add metal flake to it to give it even more of a punch. I really like that metal flake to just pop. You know, I like it to look like a disco ball. You know, because I like disco balls. I like to dance. You know. FJ the anime on the Ants Day or flake.
Very cool. Very Will Smith-esque.
You know what I'm saying? Will Smith knows what I'm saying. Thank you, Will. So we're going to keep mixing this up. Because when I spray this, it's going to look like a stripper combusted, like internally combusted in here. Where's the stripper? It's just going to be a mess. There's going to be flakes everywhere. I already got flakes on everything. I need to cover up my welder and some other stuff. So let me stir this. I'll get back to you when we get to the mix. Right, so I got just a little bit left in this one. I'm going to set this one to the side, you know, just in case we need it for something, if we miss something. So we're going to take this whole quart right here, and we got the metal flake on it. Can you see that? It's from Line. Love this stuff. It's spectacular. It's a sprayable metal flake. You know, mix it in with the paint and spray it rather than. I'm just gonna, you know, slowly. I'm gonna mix the whole thing in there. 'Cause like I say, oh man, that you guys don't even know how pretty this looks right now. It's so pretty. It looks like a unicorn had a baby with a rainbow. And then a leprechaun delivered that baby and gave him a pot of gold, but it was a pot of silver instead. If that makes any sense. I don't think that does, but that's what this is. I mean, it's freaking gorgeous. So we got a little bit left in here. Let's try and get her in there. See, it's already a stripper party up in here. Where are all the strippers at? I don't know any strippers. Anyway, we'll keep mixing this up, and I'll show you guys what we're looking at. So here's what we got. I don't know if you can see all that beautiful metal flake in there. I'm trying to hold it so the camera can capture it. Can y'all see that? Can y'all feel me? All ages and races. Real cute faces. Every different nation.
Although my stars are starting to align, and you strum too hard on heartstrings, love was torn and frayed. No melody enslaved me, now the choice is made. Baby, I'm bound to you, and I'm cursed in love, and I never will be free. But if there's one thing that I have learned, it's that the devil in you.
So as far as we go on, is I picking that up? Can y'all see the sparkles? It's just glimmering.
It's like diamonds.
Anyway, as far as we go on the clear coat metallic, metal flake, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give this a decent flash time. I forgot to cover my welder up. And I really want to lay a bunch of coats of this on there, because this is the last chance we're getting at the metal flake. Once the metal flake is dry, I'm going to come in, sand that down with some 600 wet, and then we're going to start laying out graphics on everything. And then once those graphics are done, then we got plenty more coats of regular clear to go over top of everything. So I really want to get this metal flake set. I want it heavy, I want it thick. You know, I want it to shine like a diamond in a goat's butt. Like a literal diamond in a goat's butt. So anyway, I'll come back and I'll show you guys, once I got all my coats done, what we're looking like. And then I guess next step after that is you'll be seeing me lay out some graphics and throw in some candy. We're going to do some candy purple on it. I still don't know if I have footage of the cooler that's getting mounted on the back of this or not. I don't know, but it's upstairs. It's waiting for final clear. I already laid down some graphics and stuff on it. I don't know if I recorded it or not, because my memory sucks. It's just the way it is, you know. I don't know, guys. Anyway, yeah, so let's let this dry, let this flash off, and I'm gonna lay down some more coats, and I'll come back to you guys, kind of give you a final walk around of just the metal flake, and we'll go from there. Sound good to y'all? Alright, y'all, we got all sorts of pretty going on over here. Let me give y'all a little walk around here. I don't know if you can see the amount of metal flake in that, but my God. I can get you a better angle here, where the light's gonna pick it up a little better. So anyway, we got a ton of flake on here, is what I'm saying. It's popping through different light, and I don't have the best lighting set up just yet. That's going to happen during the big shop switcheroo that I'm getting ready to do. We'll get some better lighting in here. You know, it's time to take things a little more seriously. So anyway, we're going to be back in just a moment, and at that point we're going to start laying down graphics. So the fun's just going to continue. I actually took a couple days off work this week to get this done. It's due. I'm delivering it to the event. The event, by the way, if y'all are interested in winning this, the event is going to be July 20th at Riverbend. Yeah, July 20th at Riverbend in Cincinnati. Daggone it, I done got something in the paint right there. You know, well, that'll sand out. Anyway, Kentucky Paint Booth, what do you expect? You know, this stuff's gonna happen. But July 20th at Riverbend, I don't know what time. I think it starts at 6 o'clock or so and goes on probably pretty late into the evening. Jimmy Buffett themed. It's not the concert. It's kind of a pre-party with all the parrot heads and stuff. But shoot on down there if you're interested in winning this. I'm not sure if they're raffling it off, auctioning it off. I'm not sure how it's going. But I took a couple days off work this week to get this finished. So I'm gonna have a 4-day weekend to get this finished so I can get it delivered to them. I want to make sure I get it to them on time because they did let me from the original 29th, because the main problem was they didn't have a way to get this down there. It's going to be pretty big. I mean, it's about 8 feet long, I do believe. So anyway, yeah, maybe I'll take the camera down, and I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, if you're interested in winning it, that's what I would do. I would, go to the Parrot Head Club of Cincinnati on Facebook, something like that. I don't know what it's called, but whatever. I don't know. Parrot Head something of Cincinnati, and it should have all the event details. I'm not sure if you need to buy a ticket to get in. I really don't know. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. All I can tell you is that's where they're going to be raffling or auctioning off the bicycle. Again, going to great causes. The money is going to great causes. It's going to the Pink Ribbon Girls to support families dealing with breast cancer. And then it's also going to the Cincinnati Honor Flight, which is getting veterans out to the memorial and stuff. Because man, those people fought for our country. Let's support them the most we can. I mean, even if they didn't fight for our country, they served our country. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Men and women of the armed forces, you got my props, because I ain't gonna lie, I was too scared to do it when I was a kid. 18 rolled around. No, I ain't going to the Army. I'm gonna go. I think I worked at Sears Garage. Oh yeah, I did. I worked at Sears in their garage back in the day. Sears was kind of a big deal, and they actually had their own garage, and I worked there. That's what I did after high school. I worked at Sears in their garage. I said that 5 times now. I worked at Sears in their garage, in case y'all didn't know. I mean, it's probably the first time you're hearing it. Alright, so I'll see y'all in a moment. Alright, so we're back. Got the frame sanded down up here in the office. Gonna do some airbrushing on it today. As you can see, I got some lines taped out on it. Gonna get a little crazy, get a little funky on what I'm calling the purple people eater. One more flying purple people. So got Piston over there playing. I'm sure he's gonna be popping in and out of the screen. Got myself, it's early in the morning, got myself a plate of cottage bacon, sweet tea and a coffee. You gotta do it, guys. Start supporting go to the farmer's market to get your meat, because that is the best bacon. I've been buying my bacon, my sausage, my hamburger, everything, chicken. I've been buying it all from the farmer's market recently, and by recently I mean for the past 6 months. It's so much better quality. Stay away from Kroger if you can. We've lost all our butcher shops. Let's help support the small guy out there, the farmers and stuff out there trying to make it. And Piston, you gonna come say hi? I don't think he is. But anyway, I got the cooler sitting over here, and I keep saying I don't know if I have any footage, and I don't think I do. So I'm gonna show you the cooler real quick. So here's the cooler. I've got I still got some work to do on it, but it's gonna turn out pretty cool. We're kind of going with the same kind of design work. What is going on? My tripod just broke. That's par for the course. Hey, you guys should definitely buy the Amazon Basics tripod, because it's well worth the money. I'm joking. Actually, that works better than it did before. Hey, maybe you just got to be smarter than me. But I'm gonna get to doing some airbrushing here in just a second. I'm gonna eat a little bit of bacon, and see what Piston's going to do. He hangs out with me in every room I go to, so he's probably going to fall asleep right over there watching me work. So I'll get right back with you guys. Actually, the next thing you're going to see, I'm going to go through here. I'm just going to make sure all my tape's down good. I've been having trouble with this tape recently. Got a friend of mine dropping off some stencils for some stuff. What do you call it? The silver leaf. I'm going to stencil out some silver leaf on this thing, and also on the cooler, a few other places. But so big shout out to Skylar. You know, I really appreciate it. She's got one of those Cricut machines. I don't do enough of this to, you know, buy myself a Cricut machine, but if you're doing a lot of this stuff, buy a Cricut machine, because it saves you from sitting there with an X-Acto knife cutting this stuff out for hours. You know, I sent her a design. 10 minutes later, she sends me back, you know, a picture of what she had done, and I was like, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's something you might want to look into, is one of those Cricut machines, or I don't know, just one of those little cutter thingies, whatever. But again, I don't do enough of this to warrant purchasing one, especially when I can just hit her up and be like, hey, you know, can you cut this out for me? You know, I'll throw her some money. Yeah, she's great. She's been supportive of the channel. She makes a lot of stuff for me, my mugs and stuff like that, my t-shirts, the ones that I had before. I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Merch is kind of at a halt, because I just wasn't selling enough of it to warrant buying in large quantities yet. You know, if you guys want some merch, you know, let me know, and I'll start producing it. But otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of stick with the stickers, which I give away, you know, generally, and my hats, which, you know, I give those away generally too. So anyway, speaking of Mr. Paul Watson, again, I'm dropping your name all over this video. Paul's a big supporter of the channel. I appreciate him. Paul, if you would like, send me over your. See, I got tape coming up. I gotta fix some areas. But Paul, if you'd like a hat and some stickers and stuff, drop me your address. I'll ship some stuff out to you. Okay, bud? So I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna kind of time lapse once I get all this tape straightened out. anyway, next step on this bad boy is clear coat. Alright guys, so now we're at throwing some clear coat down. I am way behind on this. It is Sunday morning. I worked on this thing till about 1 o'clock last night, finishing up the airbrushing and whatnot, and I still got another step to go through once I do the clear, then add some more clear, whatever. My point is I'm behind, so I'm going to get to it. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. I'm throwing on time lapse. Alright guys, so we got clear down on all this. We're gonna get into the silver leafing. This here is a water slide transfer that I did. I got a little piece there that I need to X-Acto off, but that's, there we go. That's underneath the clear coat, so it's not a sticker. What it is I print these out on this water slide paper, and they're actually, I invert the image so it's backwards. As you can see, that's backwards from that. Just flip-flopped. And how that works is, generally you have to spray it with either some clear coat. You just print it out on an inkjet, you have to spray it with clear coat or with a white. This here I sprayed with white because I wanted to capture his eyes and the horns and stuff. I'm going to come back with some purple and kind of feather him around there where he's rough before I give it one more coat of clear. But once you got those, this one here I cut out, but I'll show you. I got one soaking here in water. So basically after you let it soak for a few minutes in water, this one here I didn't clear coat, so it's, you can see it's all running off. But you just take it, you place it where you want it, and you slide, and you can see the film will stick to it. If that makes sense. You know, it's obviously it's different than what I just showed you. I was just trying to explain. I don't know why. In case you're curious, I don't know. Anyway, so this I printed out on just some vinyl sticker paper, and I'm going to use this for doing my silver leaf. So let me cut this out. I'm going to lay it down, and then we'll take a look at it, and I'll walk you through the... Alright, so this stencil here, I cut out by hand. I just laid it down there, obviously. You can see it. It says Flying Purple People Eater. Got my little guy in the middle. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to use some of this sizing glue. This is from Limelight also. Actually the flake, or I'm sorry, the silver leaf, and the some of the other tools that I'm using are also from Limelight. They have a store on Amazon. Great products if you want to try them out. Limelight, if you want to sponsor me, I'm using a lot of your products here. So anyway, the sizing glue you mix 1-to-1 with water, and we're just going to, let's see. Okay. So you just want to put a couple light coats down on this. You don't want to flood it like I just did. But that's all right. It'll dry up. We need to give it a little more dry time now. So we'll let that sit for a few minutes, kind of. We want it tacky, but we don't want it wet. So I'll check back with you after, because I need to let this sit a few minutes. So I'll come back. I don't want to bore you guys that much. I know I bore you already. Okay, so these products are also from Line. You can, again, buy them off Amazon if you want. But we got the spinnable leafing, we got the roller, and we got the burnishing brush. So we're just going to, and this stuff, I do not like handling it. I ain't gonna lie. So we're just gonna take, we're just gonna lay a sheet down. And none of this has to be perfect when you're laying it down. This stuff, people get all worked up about Silverleaf, but I promise you it's not rocket surgery.
All right, it isn't exactly rocket surgery.
It's pretty simple to work with. Sometimes it can be annoying to work with, but pretty simple. I mean, if I can do it, there ain't a single one of you out there that can't do it. This stuff isn't that expensive. I mean, I want to say it's, I can't remember. I can't remember how much it is for this book. You get like 100 sheets. But you do burn through them pretty quickly. So then we're going to roll it out. I can already see I got a spot there that I need to fix up. Which that's fine. It's all fine. So I'm just going to hit this with the burnishing brush here. Let's pull this off and see how we did here. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. This is my spinning tool. This is not Line. I don't remember who makes this. It says right there, but I can't read it. Magic City. I don't know. Anyway, it's got a little 300 grip pad on it. Nice foam here. You know, because when you do this, you want to be able to roll it a little, if that makes sense. You know, like if you were up here on an uneven surface, you know, you want it to move, contour with that surface. So you just put pressure. You want to go about halfway over top of each one of those spins. And this is really hard to tell what the effect is on this because there's so much going on in the background. But to give you an idea, this here, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but This here was some spun silver leaf that I did a little practice on when I first got my spinner, and I use this just to test out colors and whatnot. But anyway, you can see the kind of spinning machine surface there, maybe, possibly, if the camera's picking it up. And that's kind of what we're going for here. Alright, so that actually did give it a pretty nice little effect. I think it'll pop more with the clear coat, and once I do a little work on it with some purple. So let me do that, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I got going on before we start on the clear coat. We'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so before I get too far into this, I want to say something. I was watching a video. You know how I said before, if I can do this, you can do it. And everything is kind of a, you know, everything that I've been doing is, for the most part, a learning process as I go along. Now, I did forget to tell you that all that extra silver leaf that I had laying around, you just take a piece of tape and, you know, you just be real careful. Like right here is a little bit, because it's not glued down, it's stuck there, you know, it's just kind of staticky holding it in. So you pop it off. So tape pulls it up. But anyway, I was watching a video, and this guy literally said he was working on a headlight of a motorcycle, mounting it with aftermarket parts that anybody can buy. And he was like, this is why you want a guy like me building your motorcycle. You don't want to do it yourself. I know it's in your DNA wanting to build stuff yourself, but you can't do it. You need somebody like me. Man, screw that. Seriously, get out there. The way you learn how to do stuff is by doing it. I mean, that's just how it is. So don't ever be afraid to do something, and don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something. You need them to do it or whatever. You don't. You can do it yourself, fellas. Well, y'all, we had a little bit of a tragedy here. I don't know what happened when I laid down that clear coat. I don't know if it was all the humidity yesterday, but it's not perfect is what I'm saying. I'm not real thrilled with it. It kind of messed with the silver leafing a little bit, and it kind of globbed up in some spots here. I don't know what's going on. But unfortunately, I just don't have time to fix it. This thing's got to be delivered in a couple days. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble the bike, and I'll show you the bike once it's assembled. Alright guys, y'all ready to see the flying purple people eater? Yes, maybe. I mean, it's been a long time coming. So let's take a look at it. So there's still a few things that I got to wrap up on it. I got to adjust the brake on it. Right now the brake is barely stopping anything. So I need to make an adjustment on the brake. Need to get the chains back on it. And that's pretty much it. Outside of that, she's ready to go. Oh, I got to put the axle bolts on, the rear axle bolts. They're downstairs. I'm not sure where they're at. But then again, I haven't really gone looking for them either. Problem is I'm out of time to get this video out tonight. It's Monday. I want the video out tonight. I'm gonna turn the headlight off. But I want the video out tonight. I like to try and put my video out on Monday, so I got very little time. So anyway, drop down in the comments below what you think about it. You know, I dig it personally. Let's take another look here. I mean, I think it turned out cool. You know, it's very West Coast kind of looking, which is generally what I like. Again, we had some problems with the clear through here, but it doesn't look terrible. You know, I mean, it's not what I had envisioned is the problem. And when it's not what I envisioned, I'm unhappy. So anyway, thank you all for checking out the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps the channel grow, helps me to be able to do some cooler stuff down the line, keeps me motivated. Anyway, drop a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stay awesome, you guys. Love you.